Liber 29 Eddie. 2023 Liber 29 Eddie. Reading from Steven Pinker's Rationality, subtitled What It Is, Why It Seems Scarce, Why It Matters. Page 8, chapter How Rational an Animal, starting in the section 3 Simple Math Problems. Look, you don't have to pay attention to these specific math problems. I just don't want you to turn it off because I immediately started reading a math problem. It's a few paragraphs, but it'll say some interesting things about it afterwards. Okay, so starting at the bottom of page 8, 3 simple math problems. Everyone remembers being tormented in high school by algebra problems about where the train that left Eastford traveling west at 70 miles per hour will meet the train that left Westford 260 miles away, traveling east at 60 miles per hour. These 3 are simpler. You can do them in your head. A smartphone in a case costs $110 in total. The phone costs $100 more than the case. How much does the case cost? I realize I've actually already talked a little bit about this. I already read from page 9. By the way, we may get cut off. And if we do get cut off, then you can just go to the next Rove video to pick up. Okay, a smartphone in a case costs $110 in total. The phone costs $100 more than the case. How much does the case cost? All right, what's your answer? Okay, next one. It takes 8 printers 8 minutes to print 8 brochures. How long would it take 24 printers to print 24 brochures? Okay, what's your answer? Go on, nobody can hear you, so you can just give your answer. It's okay. You are the sum of many, many mechanisms, okay? When you give me your answer, that's one of your, or a set of your mechanisms that gave that answer, okay? It's okay if that set was wrong, okay? It doesn't mean that the whole brain is incapable of producing the right answer, that there isn't another set of mechanisms. In fact, what's interesting about this is comparing sort of the sets of mechanisms involved. Anyway, just want to really encourage you. Just answer the bloody question. Be okay. Come on up with an answer. I know it's difficult. You don't want to be wrong. Here I am talking to you. But the truth is, I can't hear you. All right, so with that encouragement, I'm going to read you the first 2 problems again. And please just give an answer. Just see what some of the mechanisms do. Just give that answer. That's not representative of all the mechanisms. We are not integrated. I do not expect you to be integrated. I know that you can make mistakes despite knowing better or despite being able to have done differently. Okay? Great. So I just want to hear what, one team in there has to say. Okay? Just the first team that comes up with an answer. All right. We'll do it again. A smartphone in a case costs $110 in total. The phone costs $100 more than the case. How much does the case cost? Okay, great. Go. Great. Awesome. Okay. Number 2, it takes 8 printers 8 minutes to print 8 brochures. How long would it take 24 printers to print 24 brochures? So what's your PM? Your PM, that's your first answer, your first step. Okay? Sometimes there's a better step to take afterwards. No big deal. Just what's your first step? What's your first answer? And then sometimes you will figure out by yourself the second bloody answer. Okay, great. So I'm really happy that you're working with me here. So I'm going to ask you this final question, and I really, really want an answer from you. I just want a PM, okay? And I don't want you to get down on yourself if your very first answer isn't the perfect answer, okay? If the first mechanisms that ran are not the perfect mechanisms, okay?